So obviously, we've just had the big Labour conference. And as a response to Keir Starmer's speech, I think that was incredibly good. And we're going to go over tomorrow a response from Will Atkinson from Conservative Home, who, as I've said before, Will Atkinson seemingly to go through almost this pre Tory midlife crisis where, for the first time ever, he'd apparently interacted with actual Tory members and was sort of shocked by almost the first interaction he's ever had with them, leaving him kind of shell shocked. We covered that a couple of months ago. To the fact his precious Brexit project has been falling to pieces. He has seemingly lost faith with the entire project. Now, almost seeing Keir Starmer speak says that even he is convinced to abandon the Conservative Party and vote Labour for the first time. Something incredibly interesting indeed. But that's not what I want to talk about today. Because, as you may well know, as you can see from the clip that we've got playing in the corner here, there was a protester who decided to throw glitter all over Keir Starmer. And here's the first things first. Yeah, absolute right to, protest, whatever. But there are and should be big questions asked about how he was allowed to get so close for so long to the guy who is going to be the next Prime Minister of the UK. So let's ask that question and really think about, to be honest, we're lucky that it was glitter. We are really lucky that it was glitter. So before we do get on to that, please do remember to click the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, down below, there are links to my Patreon page and a one-off donation link called Buy Me Coffee, but I've got and the YouTube thank you button. And of course, there is the YouTube Pony Club down below as well. And like I say, I just released a new video for you guys yesterday, so go check that out, give that a watch. And of course, as always, leave your comments and your likes on that as well, because I'm always interested to sort of see what you guys say about those videos as well. So go check that out. But as always, thank you very much to everyone who does support the channel, even if you do just click on the like and share button. So, it is without a doubt, currently, we live in a time where we have had two MPs, well, assassinated close together in living memory. Incredibly close together. And the question has always been asked since those two events to have a review of how MPs can be protected. And of course, certainly in the case of Nigel Adams, I believe it was, the Conservative MP who was killed in his own constituency office, the question should be asked, how can we still protect MPs while at least still giving them access to the public? That, I think, is a challenging question. But here's the thing. Compare and contrast with what happened at the Conservative Party conference, where one guy really heckled Suella Braverman's speech and was dragged off by policemen instantly. Whereas here, as you can see, the start, he's there. No one's seems to be doing anything, and then there they arrive. So it's almost like it is very, very worrying that he was allowed to get there, first of all, and be there for such a long time. Because I will say this now, we are very, very lucky that was just glitter. And I know people will say who will have been to the conference, oh, well, they were checking people, coming in, etc. But what if they'd missed something, you know? 3D printed plastic guns are a thing. You know, you bring parts of the plastic gun in with different people. You bring the metal springs in with someone else. Just put it in, someone's purse. There are really big security concerns around this, and this is incredibly worrying. Um, I think this just raises the question again of MP safety and the fact that 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 could have been anything. I mean, he had the chance, if he wanted to really, physically assault Keir Starmer if he had wanted to, if he had been inclined to. And I say, we got lucky. We got so lucky he was not violent in any way. And I'm not saying that, protesters shouldn't be allowed to do that. I think, disruption is a perfectly legitimate form of protest. But the fact that he was so there for so long, as you can see in that video, is worrying. He's really worrying because what if that hadn't been glitter? What if that had been a knife? What if that had been, um, a 3D printed plastic gun? Brought in separately with different people and then assembled somewhere in the conference hall. There are huge questions that should be asked about the safety of our MPs, and even particularly someone like Keir Starmer, who, given the fact there's a general election around the corner, given the fact the polls, he's probably likely to become the next leader of the UK. There are serious questions that should be asked, and I think questions that should be asked about the security, not only of just MPs, um, the security at the conference that was going on there, and of course, how can we still have protect our MPs while still having that community access? It's a difficult question, not my expertise, but to be honest, given the light of that, I think this should be that question should indeed be asked. Um, I also have to say, Keir Starmer did play it off very good. I think he played it off very good. Um, to be honest, given his speech. But yeah, he came off, to be honest, very good in his speech. I think he brushed it off very well, given the whole glitter pun. But yeah, I think this raises serious questions once again about the safety and security of our elected politicians. I think that is a valid. I think that is a valid concern to have during this, and something we should be looking at. We should absolutely be looking at that. But let me know what you think, of course, down below as well. And of course, as always, we'll see you all next time.